that, who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not gardening.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Covington into the lane. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Showing some tenacity on that take. Robert Covington with the athleticism on that play.
Russell against Wall. Count the basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Leonard after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Now Leonard. The pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there. For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Now, here's George. And it's Wall in the corner. And George kicks to Covington. Just 5 to shoot. Again, the Clippers.
Beautiful shot from Robert Covington. He knows when to take the mid-range jumper.
Outside, Russell. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And Wall kicks to George. Off target from three-point range.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Left side, Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Leonard on the wing from downtown. Rebound, Minnesota. Russell left side. Lets the three fly. And it's rebounded by Covington. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell is trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Russell after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Gobert, no good.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In this era of stretch bigs, many traditional centers have struggled, but Rudy Gobert just continues to thrive at both ends.
Now, here's George. Outside, Wall. Pass to Covington. Russell against Wall. And stolen by Russell. The feed now to Prince. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Taurean Prince takes the hit, maintains focus. He's a tough individual.
George looking around. Inside, Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And he is built to be an alley-oop threat. Long arms, terrific athlete. He went and got that one.
Zubats the pass to Wall. Now Leonard. Three-pointer. Gobert with the block.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
It's stolen by Wall. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George finds Wall. High post, Zubats. Tie game in Minnesota. And the second quarter will get underway. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Prince. 6 points for D'Angelo Russell.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Zubats with the screen for Wall. Gobert with the block, and they get it back. Zubats kicks to Leonard. Outside, Covington. Nobody near George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 6.
The D has to know where PG is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter.
Here's Russell. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard finds George. Now here's Wall. Outside for George. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard the pass to Zubats. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Russell against Wall. Stolen by Zubats. Here's George. Gobert with the block. Leonard against Prince. It's Edwards on the wing. Towns a screen on George. Here's Edwards. Paul George with the steal. Leonard dishes the Wall. Unable to get that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Outside, Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the dunk by Towns.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keep the ball moving.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's George to the wing right side. Wall finds Leonard. 5 to shoot. Here's Zubats. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Zubats has got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Here's Russell. He takes it in. The layup missed.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Out to Edwards. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Leonard, the pass to Zubats. Covington wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
You love how Covington stretches the defense. He is too accurate from range.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
Yeah, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Fires from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. They get it back. Kicks it out to Prince. And there's the pass to Russell. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's the Clippers' ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. To the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Knocked away. Down low. Russell. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Covington kicks to Zubats. Outside Leonard for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They get it again. Another shot, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And Towns drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
And here's Leonard from 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the... All right, David, thank you.
17, the Clippers, 21.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You've got to like what Ivica Zubats has done in this game.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubats is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that one's good. Russell.
So shifty with the ball in his hands. Russell changes pace with the best of it.
Wall wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 5. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Covington finds George. Outside Covington. Back to George. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. George has got 9 points.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by George.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
That was with force by Kawhi. Dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Towns sets the pick for Russell. It's up a 3. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Towns.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Wall passes to George. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. George has got the lead back up to 10 now for the Clippers.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way, and Edwards with the stuff.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
It's Covington on the wing. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. No good on the triple.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Fires the three. And it's Russell missing. Clippers leading by 8. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Passes to Covington. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Edwards launches it from deep. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Leonard on the wing. Back to Wall. Leonard inside, guarded by Prince. Zubats kicks to Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kept alive. Outside, George. Covington finds Zubats. The three from George. Drains the three-pointer. George has got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Inside. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Outside, Wall. Back to George. That's the Wall. Fade away. Kicks it out to Covington. And they get it back. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. Back to Towns. Shoots over Covington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you gotta like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Clippers lead, but... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. George passes to Covington. George dishes the Wall. Covington kicks to Wall. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Pass to Wall. Back to George. Leonard looking around. Outside for George. No good on the 3. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Back to Wall. Now the pass to Zubats. And here's Leonard from 3. And the Clippers miss again. Timberwolves trail by 8. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard from deep three-point land. Los Angeles with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Prince and the rejection by Zubac. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. George passes to Zubac. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. The Timberwolves shooting just 31% in the game. Russell dishes to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
Nice interior touch from Rudy. Good at getting ideal positioning and capitalizing.
Covington down low. Towns on him.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Outside Covington. Zubac a screen on Towns. And here's Covington from the arc. Rebound Minnesota. And it's Towns penetrating. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
How about those long strides of Towns? Uses that length so well on these drives to attract contact.
He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 5.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
And Wall kicks to George. Here's Covington. Nails the baby hook. Covington's got 4 this quarter.
And the handles Covington has are impressive, slicing and dicing through the defense with ease.
Russell passes to Towns. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. In the corner, George with it. Lets it go with the 3. Drills the three-pointer. And it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Clippers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
He really played at his preferred pace. Never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Wall passes to Zubac. Back to Wall. Outside for George. And the officials call for a 3-second violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Russell with the bucket.
No, he didn't. Russell with the savage move there. Game on the line.
George against Russell. George dishes to Covington. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by George. And the Clippers lead by 8.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Brooks with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Outside Payne. Back to Morant. Outside Payne. Launches a three. No good on the shot. And Los Angeles the other way now. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Throws it up high. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Well, not many times does Adams get his number called for plays like that, but the oop there looked good.
George outside. Outside Wall. Out to Covington. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Zubac. And he lays it up and in.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket. Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Leonard. Here he goes. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi playing at his own pace. He can really control the game off the bounce.
Pass to Morant. From deep. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Outside for Brooks. From outside, off the mark.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. George, a deep 3. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
So it's the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Covington, no good.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Pass to Bane. Here's Jackson. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Outside Wall. And the Clippers miss again. Memphis leading. Morant, the pass to Bane. Pass to Morant. He takes it in. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Zubac passes to Covington. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Well, you got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
Here's Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. The Clippers trail. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Stolen by Wall. Leonard on the wing. Back to Wall. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Leonard finds Wall. Zubac with a screen on Morant. Oh, Adams with the block.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
From deep, Bane hits the trifecta.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Leonard against Brooks. Zubac passes to Wall. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. And there's the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
George passes to Wall. 2 on the clock. Zubac. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Memphis finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They're key to... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. And here's Morant. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
The open shot, Morant. It's rebounded by George.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And that one's good. Covington.
Covington has that long arm athletic ability to get in there and mix it up.
Here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Brett, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tiffs, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But, look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your gourd a little bit, and that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee, and that goes for both sides.
The Grizzlies shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Wall against Morant.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And he knocks down the first one. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Out of bounds, the Clippers will keep possession. Grizzlies on D. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5. Out to Covington. Fires from deep. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Covington's gone 1 for 4 from the field. Morant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Adams. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Leonard. To the middle. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
That B.A., you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
George finds Zubats. Out to Covington. Here's Leonard. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Jackson.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Zubats with the steal. Covington passes to Wall.
2 minutes remaining.
Leonard outside.
2 minutes.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Adams, shot's good.
The motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Brooks against Leonard. Covington passes to Wall. Leonard outside. For three, George. Can't get it to drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Morant. We've got 1:08 left in the second period. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Jackson outside. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. 55 seconds left in the first half. George outside. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Adams. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Fires the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now here's George. Pass to Leonard. George outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Zubac. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Morant. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when he's slow to get...
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Grizzlies out in front, up 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Wall against Morant. Pass to Jackson. Here's Adams. He can't hit that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. He's got 12. Now here's Wall. Now here's George. The shot, no good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Here's Morant. That one a little long.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside Morant. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Wall. Leonard against Brooks. Leonard passes to George. And here's Zubac. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Wall for the lead. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Wall's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Wall. Here's George. From deep, here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, has got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
First team.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
From deep, Morant. They get the rebound. Jackson, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Offensive rebound. Puts up a three. Covington, that one's good. Covington's got 5 points.
Well, if you look up 3 and D in the dictionary, you might see a photo of Robert Covington. He's bringing that spacing to his offense.
Tipped. Adams with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac. It's deflected. Here's Covington. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 5th assist in this one. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys. And he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Snatched up. Now Los Angeles with it. They've outscored them 16-2, not slowing down. Pass to Zubac, to the paint. And the jam by Covington.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Tries to break his ice. And then Morant with the dunk.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Right side Wall, outside Covington. For 3. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Three-pointer, Brooks. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Shooting for Memphis.
And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Covington finds George. Covington, a screen on Bain. Now here's Zubac. Adams covering. Wall, the pass to George. Leonard for 3. And so it's Los Angeles, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing, and it's Morant in at the 1.
Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
To tie it up. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
George passes to Zubac. And Morant clears the board. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Pass to Brooks to take the lead. Offensive rebound. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, Adams with the make-them-pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Back to Brooks. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. bucket. The Clippers have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Zubac finds Leonard. Wall with it. Here's George. Here's Zubac. And the layup falls.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Here's Brooks. Hangs in the air, and he lays it up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Outside Wall. Pass to Covington. 4-3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Goes up on the wing. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
An active finisher around the basket. Jackson showed great timing on the putback.
Leonard outside. Morant against Wall. Inside. Out to Leonard. Pass to Wall. Now George. Fires from deep. And the Clippers miss again.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done. Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. George against Bain. George passes to Covington. Now here's George. Back to Leonard. George against Bain. Leonard for 3. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
Morant, pass to Bain. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And stolen by Leonard. The 3. The shot that time not on target. Now Memphis takes it the other way. It's stolen by Leonard. This one for 3. And he sinks it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Morant, the pass to Bain.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
And so it's the Grizzlies.
A glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. So Memphis will get the first possession and checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson, and it's Russell in at the 1 spot. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. It's good.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Now, here's McDaniels. He kicks to Russell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
So much confidence for a young player. Terrific move by Russell in traffic.
Passes it to Concho. Three-pointer. Here's Jackson. The rebound by Anderson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now, here is Russell trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Jackson. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Morant against Russell. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Here is Russell. The tray. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Morant passes to Jackson. The shot misses. And Minnesota now the other way. Left side, Edwards. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's the three. Conchar, good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Russell to stop the run. Second chance shot. And Gobert with the lay-in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Adams down low. Gobert on him. Conchar, the pass to Brooks. Jacks up a three. Minnesota with the rebound.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Anderson. Stolen by Jackson. Morant surveying the D. And that one is good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Morant with a wide-open look. A three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Conchar. That three off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Anderson. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Pass to Edwards. Now here's McDaniel. He's guarded closely. And finished off by McDaniel.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Here's Conchar. He has 5. This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
At the line for Memphis, John Conchar. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Morant outside. Jackson in the corner with 4 seconds on the clock. Here's Conchar. No good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Grizzlies lead by 3. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first...
Oh, and there he puts it down!
Man, what a throw! Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
The Timberwolves trail. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here. Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Here's Russell. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Man, that nasty handle of Russell, putting the defender on skates.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Anderson. There's Russell with the 3. Conchar pulls it in. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Morant throws it down.
This is where Morant is so dangerous. The open court, he knows how to exploit a defense.
Left side, Edwards. Now here's McDaniel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the accepted wisdom is role players tend to play better at home than on the road. I've always wondered, Clark, how does that affect them more than stars?
You know, I don't know if I actually buy into that. I do think there's a comfort level when you're at home. I think it's always a little more pressurized to be the home team because you have some additional distractions. typically role players are a little more inconsistent overall just based on their particular positions, but that's why you don't call them stars. You call them role players.
And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. It's Edwards on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Edwards got 9.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
There's the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Fires for 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. There's Russell with the 3. Brooks grabs the board. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Morant lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 12 points for him.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And it's Russell missing. Memphis has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. From deep three-point range. Again, Russell missing.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And so Russell hits them both. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
And finished off by Edwards.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Here's Russell trying to break that ice-cold streak. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. And so we wrap up the first quarter.
And put your hands together and get back for the Milwaukee.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Then it's Morant. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Conchar into the 2-guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Conchar. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
John Conchar taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Timberwolves trail by 6. Russell looking it over. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The size, the change of pace, the shiftiness of Russell. A hard guy to defend without foul.
And so Russell hits them both. Here's Morant. 20 points for him. Pass to Concho. Offline with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. That's one he knows he should have drained.
Morant against Anderson. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Edwards. And Gobert kicks to Anderson. Russell dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
And finished off by Morant.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Russell. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson passes to Concho. Jackson with the screen. Concho, good. And now it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Edwards can't hit.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Morant passes to Concho. Outside for Jackson. Passes it to Concho. From the top of the key. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Concho's got the lead up to 11 now for Memphis. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The kick out to Anderson. To halt the run. Here's Gobert out left to the wing. Anderson passes to Gobert. Back to Anderson. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Up top, Morant. 22 points for him.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff. 59 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Conchar, the pass to Morant. And here is McDaniel. And finished off by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Here's Morant. No good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Back to Morant. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Anderson. Here's Russell, and there's the drive, and he gets the bucket. And now just a 3-point Memphis lead.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 11 points on the court for Minnesota. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Anderson is out there with Gobert, and it's Russell in at point.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Here's McDaniels, got a piece of it. Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that number.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Jackson misses. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Edwards. The rebound by Steven Adams. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Here's Russell. They need this. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Morant. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now a 12-point Grizzly lead.
You have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Russell. Count that one.
Well, I like the opportunistic attitude right there, as well as the aggressive finish inside.
Here's Conchar. Edwards defending. Conchar can't get it to go.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Here's Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Russell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Timberwolves. Morant against Russell. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Anderson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Russell dishes to McDaniels. Who's back up. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Love how well Gobert positions himself when shots go up. Committed to getting every board out there.
Memphis leading by 5. Morant with it. Outside Jackson. Over Anderson. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now it's just a 3-point Memphis lead.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Here's Morant. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Russell kicks to McDaniel. It's tipped. Jackson against Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Russell inside, and he lays it straight in. Russell's got 22 points.
Boy, he never seems to get rattled. He's got a very calm, steady demeanor about himself. D'Angelo making it look easy.
And Adams with the slam.
Remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
Here's Edwards. The Grizzlies pull it in. They've held a 12-point lead early. To the middle. Fast break, Minnesota. Russell with a wide open look. money. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. Russell passes to Edwards. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And everyone is counting on him. Gobert needs to be at his best here. It's all about execution.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them the lead.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Here's Morant.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Goodness. A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Edwards. Oh, no good. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. What a show. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
With the thought of getting a victory on the road, the T-Wolves came into the arena tonight with a look of confidence. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Kyle Anderson is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. Now Los Angeles with it.
Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Edwards. Great D that time from Zubac.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
George, a deep three. They grab their own miss.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip-in.
Jackson against Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Jackson, the pass to George. Got a hand on it.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
Pass to Gobert. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And he can't get the first one. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Wall, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And here's Edwards outside. Not going to go that time.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
George finds Zubac. Stolen by Anderson. Russell against Wall. Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
George for 3. Sinks it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Russell against Wall. It's rebounded by George.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And that was from the parking lot. Paul George very assured from distance.
Russell up top, Wall covering. Unable to get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Leonard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. A minute 35 left now in the first quarter. Russell against Wall. Kicks it out to Anderson. There's the three. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Leonard for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. Los Angeles has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. 3-pointer. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Boy, the range of Kawhi's shooting just keeps getting deeper and deeper. He really stretches you out.
Here's Russell. It's rebounded by George.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Dives for it. It's stolen by Leonard. Edwards against Zubats. Beyond the arc. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. There's 25 seconds left in the opening quarter. Russell against Zubats. 3-pointer. The shot by Russell, no good. Covington passes to George. Over to the left wing. That'll count. And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers ahead. They lead by 5. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Even to Zubats out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the 1. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
This has defined Kawhi Leonard's game going back to college. He understood rebounding is important to winning.
Russell, that's good. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
Covington grabs the board.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Ball no good. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. Edwards can't hit.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Here's Wall. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Edwards from outside the arc. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. George outside. Outside Wall. And here's Covington. Back to Wall. Covington inside. Anderson's there. And that one's good. Covington.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
Russell against Wall. The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Clock at 6. George passes to Covington. Rebound Minnesota. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
And he's going for the lob, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
Covington's a guy that has a team-first mentality, so if he sees an open teammate, I promise he'll deliver.
Wall against Russell. Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
George passes to Zubac. Here's Leonard. McDaniels covering. Leonard can't get it to go.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And 1:01 left in the first half of basketball. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
56 seconds left in the second quarter. Russell against Wall. Gobert. Great positioning on the putback.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
Edwards against George. The kick out to Wall. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
And the Clippers with the ball. Pass to Wall. Over Russell. 5 to shoot. George passes to Wall. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-6 run. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
In transition, here come the Clippers. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
And he's good on the second. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first. Appreciate it, Allie. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So for Minnesota right now, the backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi Leonard the size, the strength, the ability to put the ball on the floor. I mean, trying to deal with this guy off a drive is so tough. Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
And stolen by Edwards. Here's the break. Pass to McDaniels. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McDaniels got 5 points.
Yeah, they want this to be a transition game. It's where they've been most effective.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Here's Leonard. Back to Covington. Here's Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George for 3. Knocks down the triple. 13 points in the game. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Here's Russell. He got a piece of it. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. George outside. From behind the arc. Offensive board. Zubac. And the basket is good. Now it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Here's Russell. Uses the glass on the layup. Russell's gotten his second bucket of the game.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Zubac passes to Covington. No good from outside. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. The kick out to Edwards. Shoots over George. Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Ball for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Anderson. Oh, George with a steal. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. Leonard for 3. Here's Covington. That shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
It's tipped. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Gets a hand on it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Anderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
Leonard for 3. Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's George. It's wide right, hits off the rim. To the inside. Here's Anderson. Nails the baby hook. Anderson's got 11 points.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 2. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Minnesota in the lead. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Leonard against Edwards. Covington passes to Leonard. And stolen by Gobert. In transition, here they come. And he comes up with a bucket. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Here's Russell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
And to me, the ceiling that D'Angelo Russell has is really high. This guy is dynamic. He's confident. He can score it. And he's just going to continue to want to prove himself.
George outside. Leonard passes to Zubac. Outside Covington. And stolen by Edwards. Inside. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And Covington, here we go. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, such a good job probing to the interior on the drive. Robert Covington gets to the foul line.
And he makes both free throws. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
George outside. Zubac passes to Leonard. Over McDaniels. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Russell to pass to Edwards. Off the mark there with a 3. The Clippers trail. It's George on the wing. Outside Covington. It's Covington on the wing. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
George for 3. On target from range. George has got 9 points now in the second half.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Here's Russell. And he lobs it up to the rim. And we're going to have a jump ball. George with it. Russell covering. George passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Here's Russell. Another miss by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Outside Wall. Pass to Covington. The kick out to Wall. George for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. On the break. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Anderson. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, Anthony Edwards out in transition, knows his teammates made a defensive play, and wisely leaks out.
Russell against Wall. 6 to shoot. Leonard passes passes to George. Another shot. It falls!
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Money!
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
George with it. Pass to Leonard. The three ball. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And Minnesota has possession. Edwards with it, guarded by Covington.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's George. The three won't fall. George with a steal. Outside wall. The three is up. Off target from downtown. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win.
say does.
We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg.
Here we go.
With two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one. Now Morant. Paul George missing from long range. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Taylor Jenkins.
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. For the Clippers, Robert Covington's checked in for Morris, and John Wall's subbed in for Jackson. Morant outside. Back to Bain. 5 on the clock. Covington with the steal. All with it. He's picked up by Morant. To the paint. Pass to Wall. This one for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant bats for two. And he overshot that one, missing. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
To the middle. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside, George. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. George has got 5.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Will it go? And there's the nice layup by Adams.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Leonard on the wing. Back to George. Well, shot off that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside, Wall. Back to George. And there's the pass to Leonard. George dishes to Leonard. Fades and shoots. Outside for George. Passes it to Wall. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with a fadeaway, and look, he paid the price.
And it's Morant missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And again, Memphis no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Here's Zubac. The Clippers rebound. From deep, Wall. That shot, no good.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Morant passes to Bing. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Past Wall. Now here's Leonard. Fires from deep. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Now Morant. He's still scoreless so far in this one. There's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Covington's shot is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They and glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one spot.
Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
George dishes to Leonard. George against Bane. From deep. Wall. Pass to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The three. Second shot opportunity. Off the left rim and out. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens on the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Offensive rebound. Outside, Bane takes a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his fifth rebound in this one. Kicks the Wall. Covington down low. Guarded by Jackson. Covington's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
That's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Here's Bane. Kick out to Adams. Morant outside. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. Morant's got his first 3 points of the game.
The consistency from range, that's something that Morant has worked on early, and it's made him unstoppable.
Outside, George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Bane against George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pocket 6. To end the drought. It's stolen by Adams. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself.
And you have to like how active Brooks is on the floor. Working hard to be where his team needs him on that break.
George looking over the floor. A three ball. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Adams finds Morant. Outside, Bane. Drives to the hoop. Here's Adams. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Clippers trail by 4. Morant with the steal. And here's Brooks from outside. He is hauled in by Zubac. Here's Los Angeles now. No points yet here in the second quarter for them.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by the Grizzlies.
Morant kicks to Jackson. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Zubac a screen on Brooks. And Adams sends it back, and they're able to recover. 6 to shoot, stolen by Brooks. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on the show. He's got such insane athleticism.
George up top, guarded by Bane. The shot by George, no good. Memphis with the ball. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Covington against Bane. In the corner, George with it. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Jackson has the open look, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for...
The Clippers, 18.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Morant outside. There's the triple. Drills it from outside. And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
And it's George finishing it off.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, he'll take it.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Leonard with the steal. The pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Brooks, the pass to Bane. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Took him no time at all on that one. George has got 10 points in the game.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
Morant with a wide open look. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Covington, and he banks in the layup.
A smart offensive player. I like watching Covington get interior positioning and look to score.
Bane with it. He's got 9. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. George has got the ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Morant scanning the floor. Rebounded by Covington.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Memphis leading by 7. Bain kicks to Jackson. Morant outside. It's good from long range. He's got 17.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
It's Covington on the wing. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Wall passes to George. And here's Covington from the arc. He can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Brooks misses. Clippers trail by 10. Leonard kicks to George. Covington passes to Wall. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And then Morant slams it in.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
George against Bain. Covington. The kick out to Wall. And he's good on the 3-ball. Wall's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Morant passes to Bain. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Passes to Zubac. Adams, some nice D. Here's Jackson. The Clippers grab the miss. Covington's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He went on a
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard position.
And on offense, George has looked totally focused. He's clearly committed to having a big game tonight.
Morant drives in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that one.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Zubac kicks to George. Back to Zubac. It's stolen by Adams. It's stolen by Wall. Inside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Morant with it. George picks him up. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
That's good from Jackson.
An impressive, versatile defender. For Jackson Jr., it's now about improving his shot percentages and his overall offensive arsenal.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Covington's shot is off. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Bain finds Morant. Over to the left wing. Pass to Adams. Out to Morant. Takes the 3. Cracks in the tray. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the two-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believe in ourselves.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Deflects the pass. Down low. Here's Brooks, and he slams it one-handed.
Man, you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
The three from George. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Clippers trail by 19. Here's Covington. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Payne for three. Adams, the pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
George dishes to Covington. Bucket is good.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Grizzlies.
This has got to feel good. I mean, they never counted themselves out when they were down earlier, and they not only muscled their way back into the game, but wow, they're in a position, shockingly, to win this one easily.
And all about the will to win. You have to admire the perseverance, never doubting one another, having that trust in your coaches. And I really like what we've seen here tonight. Boy, did they earn it.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Leonard with no one around. Again, the Clippers.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
The three from Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
George, no good. Here's Zubac. Misses in close. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good competition, but all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
Grant, both of these teams are dealing with injuries. We'll get a chance to see just how deep each one of them is.
And that's where depth, BA, is so important as you go through the season. Obviously, it's unfortunate that these teams are missing guys, but if you're getting more minutes tonight, you have to grab that opportunity.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Ja Morant is out there with John Conchar, and it's Brooks in at the 3. Now here's Brooks, and the 3 off target. Up top, Edwards. It's good from the top of the key.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Here's Conchar. Three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. And Edwards slams it in.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans, going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Adams, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. To the paint. Lays out. Ooh, it's stolen away. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And then Morant with the jam.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his. Dillon Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Jackson with the tip. Great positioning on the putback. Adams has got his second basket.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Here's Edwards. Takes it inside. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
In just one college year, Jaren Jackson averaged 3 blocks a game. He has that potential at this level.
Lets it fly. Grizzlies with the rebound. As for Dillon Brooks, he's the glue that holds these guys together, Smitty.
No doubt, BA, he's their emotional leader on this team. He can take over games at times offensively. He is really the heartbeat of this club.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Here's Conchar. Drains the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. On the take. Can't hit that one. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Pass to Brooks. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
What makes Dillon Brooks especially valuable to a team, he's a competitor who you can count on to produce in the clutch.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Memphis has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Edwards. Oh, the swat by Adams.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
Pass to Brooks. Over McDaniels. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, BA. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter and setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
On the wing, Conchar. Guarded by Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Outside McDaniels. Out left to the wing. Russell with the ball. Guarded by Morant. McDaniels passes to Russell. That shot off the mark. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Three-pointer, Brooks. No good, and that makes him 0 for 3. And for Minnesota, they're shooting only 31% to get this game underway. Here's Russell. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Drops in the 3.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
And it's Russell on the drive, and the shot goes in.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
On the wing, Conchar. The offensive rebound.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front, up by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy.
Attack! B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Back to Conchar. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Pass to Morant. Lets it fly from 18. That one's wide left.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Deflects the pass. Gobert finds McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And they get it back. 6 on the shot clock. Russell from outside. The rebound by Jackson.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Here's Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Edwards has got 6 in the quarter.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense. In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Well, Smitty, with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
B.A., before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
And Gobert with the stuff.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dump. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
Here's Conchar. Sinks the tray. Conchar's got 6.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Outside Edwards. Puts it up from 12. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Rebound Minnesota.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Pass to Morant. Here's Conchar. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Outside Russell. Anderson against Jackson. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And here's Morant outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Russell finds Edwards. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
And they'll get another chance. Here's Morant. That one off the back iron and out.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this opposite.
Oh,
he went up.
Insane! Wow, way out there in the rafters.
Beautiful.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. From deep, Morant. Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Morant against Russell. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Conchar, good. Conchar's got 6 here in the quarter. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gobert. Over Adams. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Gobert no good.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Takes a 3. He can't get it to go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Grizzlies out in front. They lead.
Let's hear it for the Jabberwockies!
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. John Conchar is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Adams in at the 5.
Inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Jackson on the wing. Anderson covers. The drive by Brooks. No good there. McDaniels with some nice D. Here's Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
Controlling the glass helps them maximize their number of possessions. He's done everything he can do to help them in that area.
Brooks from outside. That one doesn't drop. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Here's Morant driving to the basket. And then Morant with the dunk.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Pass to Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Down low. Shot is good by Edwards. And now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
From deep, Morant. Morant missing again. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Russell finds McDaniels. Hammers the lob through.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And he's going for the lob. And Edwards slams it in.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
And the Timberwolves with possession. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Over to the wing. Back to Edwards.
2 minutes.
Shoots it from the high post. Grizzlies with the rebound.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Up top, Brooks. McDaniels covering. And again, Memphis no good.
Grizzlies foul. John, contract. First personal foul. First team foul.
Minnesota in the lead. And he lobs it up top. And Edwards slams it in.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Back to Morant. The 3 is up. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Out to the right wing, to the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Russell. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. The 17-footer. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Jackson can't get it to go. And here's Minnesota now. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. And Edwards, here we go.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
The Grizzlies shooting poorly at only 28%. Back to Conchar. Fires for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Timberwolves shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. And here's Edwards outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Fires the 3. Counted from distance. Jackson's got 5.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Kyle Anderson is out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Outside, Anderson. Back to Russell. Pass to Gobert. And the layup is good off the glass.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no zone defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Just throw it up to Gobert, and he'll take care of the rest using that enormous wingspan.
Right side, Morant. Jacks up a three. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 14.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
Conchar, good.
Another day, another dime. Ja Morant has that pass-first mentality, keeping his teammates involved.
Down low. It's picked off. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The free throw drops for Morant.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Russell against Morant. Outside McDaniels. Over Brooks. McDaniels can't hit. Memphis trailing here. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Oh, stolen by Morant.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Russell to pass to Edwards. Now Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Morant against Russell. And there's the lob. McDaniels with the rebound.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute. Putting consistent pressure on this defense, just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And stolen by Gobert. Puts one up from 19. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
And Jackson, here we go. Here's Adams. And here's Morant outside. Knocks down the long J. Morant's got 9 points here in the second half.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Russell. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's Morant. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 5 rebounds in the game. Russell, that's good. Russell's gotten 4 this quarter.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Jackson with it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a solid 53% from the floor.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Timberwolves.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Greg.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Edwards.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Morant finds Adams. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Brooks from outside nails it from 3.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Here's Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up by 9. And both free throws good for Edwards.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played